Welcome to the 2021 Simcoe County Newcomer Recognition Awards. This year, we are once again celebrating this important occasion by sharing a video with our community. It remains important to the County of Simcoe to honor the contributions immigrants have made in our communities and recognize organizations and individuals supporting their success. I would like to extend a special welcome to our award recipients, their families and friends, local politicians, and other community stakeholders. The County of Simcoe extends a special thank you to our silver sponsors who have supported the filming and development of this video. That's the Barrie Public Library, Georgian College, and Innovative Automation. Please join me in welcoming George Cornell, the Warden of the County of Simcoe, and the Mayor of Tiny Township to bring greetings.
Good evening, bonsoir, Ani. On behalf of the County of Simcoe and County Council, it's a pleasure to welcome you to the Ninth Annual Newcomer Recognition Awards. I've had the honor of attending this event in the past, and while we had hoped to be in person this year, I'd like to thank the local immigration partnership and the organizing committee on once again adapting to ensure that we are able to safely recognize these deserving community leaders. This event also provides an opportunity to celebrate the outstanding work from both our local immigration partnership, who is celebrating their 10th anniversary in 2021, and our communities who are working to support newcomers to this region. It's my pleasure to recognize County of Simcoe Councillor Anita Dubeau, who through her role as co-chair of the local immigration partnership continues to help lead the way in supporting and celebrating our diverse and growing communities. A special thanks goes to all our silver sponsors, including Georgian College, the Barrie Public Library, and Innovation Automation. We are also grateful to the federal government for their ongoing funding through Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada that supports the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership. As I've mentioned in the past, back in 2016, statistics showed that nearly 62,000 immigrants, or more than 13% of our population, called Simcoe County home. With the 2021 census data available next year, we look forward to providing an updated snapshot of Simcoe County's communities. The wealth of experience, ideas, and cultural diversities that newcomers bring help to broaden our perspectives and strengthen our communities and our economies. This is why our local immigration partnership continues to collaborate with regional partners to support immigrant residents. When we look at a problem through different lenses, we can actually get to the root of it and find a solution that helps us move forward. This evening's honorees are living proof of this, and it's my honor to thank them for the roles they play in helping Simcoe County thrive. On behalf of County Council, thank you for tuning in this evening, and congratulations to all our nominees and award recipients. Thank you, merci, miigwech.
This year, the County of Simcoe is pleased to feature a keynote by Dr. Krishana Sankar. Dr. Krishana Sankar is an immigrant, originally from Guyana, South America. She's a biological scientist and science communicator. She received her PhD from the University of Toronto in the Faculty of Medicine with a concentration in molecular cellular biology and human physiology. Dr. Sankar is a sought-after science communicator and keynote speaker. She's currently the scientific liaison and community partnerships lead for an anti-misinformation campaign called Science Up First. She's also a science communication lead for COVID-19 Resources Canada, where she leads a kitchen table style COVID-19 discussion series. She also serves as an expert for COVID-19 vaccine safety Q&A sessions. She's currently lending her expertise to her home country during the COVID-19 pandemic via panels, talks, and discussions around misinformation and the COVID-19 vaccines. Dr. Sankar was recognized by the Royal Bank of Canada's top 25 Canadian Immigrants Awards in 2020. Her story underscores the important role of immigrants in contributing to our country's innovation, particularly during the ongoing pandemic. She will be sharing her story of immigrating to Canada and the influences that encouraged her to embark on pathways that have contributed to her success.
Simcoe County is situated on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, including the Odawa, Ojibwe, and Borewone nations. I acknowledge my part as an immigrant and a settler on this land with gratitude. I would like to begin by thanking the organizers of this event, including Morgan and the County of Simcoe Social and Community Services Division, for putting this event together in these difficult and uncertain times. I know this isn't the best way to celebrate all of tonight's awardees' amazing accomplishments, but given the circumstances, I am happy that your accomplishments are still being recognized. The past year and a half has been extremely challenging for everyone. Millions of people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, being unable to see or be with family or friends, taking care of sick loved ones, or even worse, losing loved ones. Despite these challenges and more, you have all continued to contribute to your communities and give back when you were needed most. For this and more, I thank you. Your community thanks you, and Canada thanks you. The importance of immigrants hasn't been more obvious than in this pandemic. Many of our frontline workers in essential jobs, including those in the transport industry, the food industry, and the healthcare industry, are immigrants. They are you, and they are me. I'd like to share a bit about my journey with you tonight and my appreciation for the hardships of being a new immigrant, but also the gratitude and pride that comes with this status. Facing challenges as a newcomer to Canada was something I would not soon forget, as many of you can appreciate. Immigrating to Canada from Guyana at the age of 17 with my mom, a single parent after the passing of my dad, with my 2 younger sisters, was one of the most challenging yet liberating things I have experienced in my life. This move meant moving from a situation of relative comfort and privilege to one of far less comfort and privilege, but also more potential for opportunity, for a better post-secondary education, career development, and eventually a better quality of life. All important factors in our lives, and my sisters and I all seized this opportunity to ensure that this move was worthwhile. Because in the end, our mother sacrificed a lot in this move to ensure that we had these opportunities we would not otherwise have had back home. In my seizing of opportunities in Canada, I ensured I excelled by going to the university of my choice, which of course did not come without its own challenges and difficulties. Being a newcomer means figuring out all the systems, whether it be healthcare, educational, financial, everything. Figuring out how to navigate them and doing well in them. But even beyond that, we mustn't only figure out how these systems work and succeed in them, but we're also doing so in a time-sensitive manner, essentially playing catch-up to everyone who has been here before us, while we restart our lives as adults. It was extremely frustrating, not having support systems, feeling like I was once at the top of my game and now having to restart and reprove myself. The imperfect bridging between the 2 countries' education systems meant I had to wait an extra year to attend university in Canada while I completed grade 12 here. When I wasn't busy earning extra high school credits I needed to attend university, I spent many hours locating resources that would help my family adjust to life in Canada. For several years, everything, including getting myself and my sisters to school, was difficult. This included the new change in weather that I experienced, coming from a country where it's sunny all year round and commutes taking a maximum of 15 minutes, to dealing with 4 different weather patterns, needing clothes for each season, and suddenly contending with hours of commute was a huge adjustment for all of us. But nevertheless, I persevered. I worked hard to get into my university of choice and studied life sciences, which were always my passion. I started working in scientific research as an undergrad, where I fell in love with science even more, and the possibilities of contributing to the field of science and moving humanity forward was something I couldn't get enough of. I moved my way up from insect research to research in stem cells and then human disease. My passion for research, understanding science, and making a contribution to society saw me applying to graduate school, where I worked in a lab combining engineering and biology to move the field forward in diabetes treatment. But my journey from undergrad to grad exposed several barriers to me, like access to information about research in science and career opportunities in science, especially for students from underserved communities. This led to me wanting to help close the gap, so I became a mentor to students in underprivileged communities, showing them around my lab and sharing my research with them. I was elated as students reached out saying that their time with me in the lab made them more interested in research, which is something they either never knew about or didn't know how to navigate. I helped 10 students write applications for lab positions the very next year and saw many of them pursue a graduate degree. This was a win for me. This experience showed me that I could make a positive impact in someone's life and that filling gaps was something that I wanted to do. As I mentioned previously, my PhD research was in the field of diabetes. As a basic scientist, you're often at the bench and unable to see the fruits of your labor reach a patient until many years later. I wanted to reach this community and share the research that's being done with them in mind. So I decided to create a Diabetes Canada U of T chapter where our main aim was to raise awareness about the seriousness of diabetes and share our research with the community. We delivered over 20 presentations to over 500 people with positive feedback from members, saying that our program made them feel hopeful about the future while realizing the importance of taking better care of themselves. My organization also won the Volunteer of the Year award for this work. As much as this work was great, being a graduate student has many challenges associated with it, including poor support from universities, discrimination due to race and gender, and poor supervisor relationships. All of this contributes to poor mental health in students. When I was writing my thesis, I found myself isolated without much support and wanted to connect with others. There was no virtual or remote peer working group at the time. So I decided to make one called Grad Right Slack. In a short period of time, the group grew to over 850 academic trainees all around the world. I implemented weekly mental health check-ins where members shared their challenges and ways to overcome them. To date, we have managed to see 70% of active members complete manuscripts, transfer exams, and thesis defenses. All members who have moved on have either acknowledged the group in their thesis or sent a note of thanks for creating a safe and productive environment that helped them get to the finish line. This has been one of my proudest achievements to date. However, there are always more gaps to close in society, and a pandemic exposes even more than we usually see. As someone with a drive to fill gaps and use my expertise to serve others, I jumped at the opportunity to help operationalize a grassroots initiative in response to the COVID-19 pandemic last March. I was the first communications lead and program manager and eventually took on several other leadership roles as they were needed. Oftentimes working 7 days a week, at least 12 hours a day, responding to the needs of our local and scientific communities, by offering support through mobilizing our volunteers for contact tracing, testing, educational services, just to name a few. Through our collective work, we managed to reach over 200 initiatives and gathered over 5,000 volunteers across Canada to help in the pandemic response. However, there was still more to be done. Again, there were gaps in our system. There was a lack of an accompanying vaccine education program to complement the vaccine rollout, which was needed to help guide everyone on getting the information they needed to make the best informed decisions for the health of themselves and their loved ones. Our initiative began holding nightly Zoom calls in a kitchen table style Q&A session, and I started sharing my expertise as a volunteer vaccine educator. This program has been immensely helpful by offering a safe, judgmental, free zone for the many people who have joined to ask their questions and sometimes voice their concerns about misinformation they heard through family and friends. If there is anything that has been glaringly obvious through this pandemic, it has been the inequities faced by those who are part of underserved communities, including visible minorities, immigrant communities, and other marginalized communities. One of the harshest consequences of our system is the lack of access to information and education around our health. We've seen this through the data that show many underserved communities are left behind and suffer the most due to lack of access to proper health care and information. Through my vaccine education work, I have seen firsthand how these factors drive fear and mistrust that oftentimes accompany decision-making in our communities. The lack of access to information in culturally relevant formats and languages has played a major role in the consumption and spread of misinformation throughout all our communities, particularly through social media like Facebook and online messaging platforms like WhatsApp. Yet another gap to fill. Which brings me to my current role as a science advisor and community partnership lead at the national online anti-misinformation campaign called Science Up First. The aim of this initiative is to bring scientifically accurate and expertly vetted information in an easy-to-understand way to the masses using social media. In my role as science advisor, I keep my team up to date with what's happening in the world of COVID-19 and the vaccines. I offer my expertise for content creation, vet pieces to ensure scientific accuracy, and act as a liaison between the initiative and the scientific community. In my role as a community partnership lead, I form relationships with different organizations, including those that serve the underserved, racialized, and otherwise marginalized populations. So far, I've created connections with over 20 organizations that serve hundreds and thousands of members within several underserved communities, offering support through access to the accurate content that we create and the expertise that we have so that the communities can, in turn, guide their membership to the best information available in an accessible format so they can make the best decisions around their health for themselves and loved ones. Through my experience as a young adult immigrant and my work trying to fill gaps within the different systems, I have found that the best way we can make progress in improving equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility is through building connections and building relationships through sharing with each other. And these are just some of the ways that the awardees have contributed to their community. You have all done such fantastic work through sharing of your cultures, sharing of your skills, being advocates for those in marginalized communities, volunteering your time to help those who were once in your shoes as new immigrants, to navigate the systems to be successful in their new home. I have had the honor and privilege to read about each of you and learn about the stellar work that you are doing for your community. I've learned that Amy Hsiao is a district-level facilitator with the Simcoe County District School Board. She's a vocal advocate for anti-Asian racism, and her work focuses on culturally responsive pedagogy. Amy also introduces innovative translation tools into the classroom to better connect newcomer students to their peers, their learning material, and their teachers. The Barrie Indian Association has been active for 10 years, providing culturally appropriate support to immigrants from India, and shares the richness of their culture with their local community. BIA also created the Indians in Barrie Facebook group, which gives members a platform to share their thoughts, concerns, celebrations, and achievements through a social media platform. Then there's the Barrie Persian Association. They've been around since 2019. They have been investing time and energy to support positive experiences for Persian immigrants in Simcoe County. They have helped Persian business owners network with the community and find potential new business opportunities. Cecilia Doucette was born in Guatemala. She arrived in Canada in 2011. In 2019, she moved to Simcoe County, where she transferred her talent and passion for photography into an entrepreneurial business, all while ensuring her Guatemalan roots were not lost. She also created the Women in Business Initiative to showcase different women in business, aligning her efforts with the national approach and the Women's Economic Empowerment Strategy. Then there's Gretal Montenegro. She is a professional coach and former housing manager at Home Horizon. Gretal has been the point person for many new immigrants coming to the Collingwood area. She helps newcomers set up bank accounts, complete required paperwork, teach online skills, and help them get connected to schools and churches. Gurpartap Singh is a trained Bhangra coach and drummer. Since arriving in Canada in 2016, he dedicated his efforts to share his passion with Simcoe County. Gurpartap co-created Bhangra Crew Ontario, an award-winning dance group known to perform for various private and charity events. This is right up my alley, as I'm also a trained ballerina and dance instructor, so I hope to join your group one day, Gurpartap. Isabel Oliveira has been with Bradford Immigrant and Community Services for 20 years, providing settlement services to newcomers. Last October, Isabel was instrumental in assisting in a very sad tragedy that happened to an immigrant family who lost their son. Her help in breaking down the language barrier to assist in communication between the family and the authorities helped the case move forward, although it was a tragic outcome. Thank you, Isabel, for your work. Then there's Ishaan Sachdeva, who came from India 3 years ago as an international student. Since then, he has worked tirelessly to support his peers and the Simcoe County community. Ishaan co-founded the Enactus Student Club, which tackled social isolation. The club created Say My Name, a campaign to support community members in learning correct name pronunciation. Ishaan, this is such an important initiative. I hope we can all be better at ensuring we acknowledge people's identity appropriately by learning to say their names correctly. And lastly, but not least, we have Wazeer Rhaman, who came to Canada in 2012 to pursue accounting. In 2017, Wazeer transferred to the Police Foundations program at Georgian College to pursue his dream of becoming a police officer. He was nominated by faculty for several awards and has an unwavering commitment to community volunteering. Wazeer is the president of the Kerala Muslim Student Association, a program he created in 2015 to assist Indian students coming to Canada. The program was designed to help guide students and allow for a smoother transition. Again, a hearty congratulations to everyone on the amazing leadership you've shown and contributions you have made to your community. Through your strength, bravery, and perseverance, you are what this country is made of. Your work, kindness, and charity is the success of Canada. I wish you all continued success, health, and time with loved ones, hoping that we can all gather again soon to celebrate together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sankar, for sharing your inspirational journey. Every immigrant arriving in our communities can find a journey of personal greatness and encourage others along the way. The co-chairs of the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership, County Councillor Anita Dubeau and South Simcoe Police Chief Andrew Fletcher, will be congratulating the 2021 Newcomer Recognition Award winners. I'm pleased to introduce Councillor Dubeau and Chief Fletcher to speak about the awards, the Simcoe County LIP, and the selection process.
Hello everyone and welcome to our 9th Annual Simcoe County Newcomer Recognition Awards. I would like to extend a special welcome to our award recipients, their families and friends, the award sponsors, and all of you watching this video from home. My name is Andrew Fletcher, Chief with the South Simcoe Police Service and Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership Co-Chair, and I am delighted to present the awards to our winners today, along with Anita Dubeau, County Councillor, Deputy Mayor of the Town of Penetanguishene, and Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership Co-Chair. This annual event is organized by a group of dedicated community stakeholders, including the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership. The Local Immigration Partnership is a community partnership focused on the development of welcoming communities for immigrant residents. Annually, the Local Immigration Partnership receives nominations from Simcoe County residents, recognizing the achievements and contributions of individuals and organizations working hard to make Simcoe County a welcoming community for newcomers. Every year, a selection committee comprised of community stakeholders carefully reviews the nominations to select award winners. I'd like to take a moment to thank and recognize our selection committee members, Chantal Gagnon from the Province of Ontario, Ministry of Heritage, Sport, Tourism, Culture, Matthew Fells from the County of Simcoe Archives, Jennifer LaChapelle from the Clearview Public Library, Ian Mason from the South Simcoe Police Service, and Judith Johnson from the Simcoe Muskoka Workforce Development Board. I would also like to thank Lindsay Biscacia from CTV Barrie, who acted as our Master of Ceremonies for tonight's ceremony. This year's marks our 9th annual event and the second virtual ceremony due to the pandemic. Hopefully, we will be meeting in person again soon, and again, congratulations to everyone.
Even though we can't physically gather to celebrate this year's event and recognize the individuals and organizations contributing to successful community outcomes, we hope this video will reach you at home. Last year, more than 600 viewers watched the video, expanding the reach to more residents and, in some cases, family members of award winners living overseas. Every year at the Newcomer Recognition Awards ceremony, some amazing individuals and organizations are nominated. In a few moments, we will begin the awards ceremony. I would like to thank the Barrie Public Library, Georgian College, and Innovative Automation, our silver sponsors who graciously supported our awards this year.
The first award is for an immigrant mentor, sponsored by Roadmap to Canada. An immigrant mentor is an immigrant who has invested the time and energy to support positive experiences for other immigrants in Simcoe County. The recipient of this year's award is Gretal Montenegro, nominated by Sarah Uffelman. Gretal was born in Colombia and is currently a resident of Collingwood. She works as a professional coach after working as a former housing manager at Home Horizon. Gretal has become an important support to new immigrants arriving in the Collingwood area. She helps newcomers set up bank accounts, complete required paperwork, teaches online skills, and helps them connect with schools and churches. Gretal speaks Spanish and helps translate for people when needed. However, her support of immigrant residents extends to any immigrant regardless of language needs. She's established an informal network that provides local immigrants connections in their local communities. And for the last 5 years, Gretal, along with a dedicated group of immigrants, has organized Latin American Christmas by hosting a potluck featuring a variety of foods from Argentina, Colombia, Chile, Mexico, and Syria. Every summer, she organizes a picnic for the immigrants participating in her informal network. 2 years ago, Gretal worked with police and immigration officials to help migrant workers that became victims of human trafficking when they were temporarily housed in Collingwood. Gretal helped the affected workers understand their rights in Canada. Gretal has recently worked with Empower Simcoe and Georgian College to develop an anti-Black racism tool for the town of Collingwood. The town will be distributing this tool and accompanying resources to local organizations and businesses.
I feel blessed to stand beside you to receive this award. It is a great feeling for me to be chosen as a deserving person for getting this recognition. I am sincerely grateful to all. I first want to thank my family. Their constant support helped me become an active member of the Canadian society and also help another newcomers to an easier transition in this wonderful country. Also, I want to thank the community of immigrants in the Georgian Bay Area. Each one of you deserves this award for your resilience and perseverance. Being a new in this country is a huge challenge, and every one of you have shown how brave you are to start a new life here while leaving behind family and friends. Finally, I want to offer my help as a coach to all newcomers that need it. What the Beatles say many years ago is still true. All we need is love and a little bit of help from a friend. Thank you, everyone.
The next award category is for an ethno-cultural group. The category is defined as an ethno-cultural or faith-based group who has invested time and energy to support positive experience for immigrants in Simcoe County. The recipient of the 2021 Ethno-Cultural Group Award is the Barrie Persian Association, nominated by Sarah Uffelman. This award is sponsored by the town of Isabel. Since 2019, the Barrie Persian Association has been investing time and energy to support positive experiences for Persian immigrants in Simcoe County. Their mission is to promote cross-cultural dialogues and understanding between the Persian community and other communities living in Canada and Barrie. Since their creation, the association has collaborated with local organizations to help Persian business owners develop networks within the community and find potential new business opportunities. The Barrie Persian Association also supports individuals as they settle in Barrie. Volunteer members of the association help newcomer families when they first arrive in Simcoe County, securing housing, shopping for specialty foods, and lending a sympathetic ear in Farsi. Determined not to be deterred by the pandemic, the Barrie Persian Association hosted a number of virtual events over the past year, including dance parties, poetry readings, and Nowruz 2021 celebrations. Planning is already underway for the 2022 Nowruz events. The Barrie Persian Association is interested in working with other ethno-cultural groups to achieve common goals. Accepting the award are board members Samira Rashdian, Shamin Kahoni, and Payman Kashtuni.
On behalf of Barrie Persian Association, I really want to get the chance to thanks for the community to give us this opportunity. This award belongs to all the families, Persian families, individuals and all the volunteers that help us within the last 3 years. And I want to get the opportunity to thank Mosaic Alliance to nominate us to be winner of this award. And thank you very much.
اوکی. با تشکر از تمام فارسی زبانان عزیز و سیمکو کانتری که به ما رو حمایت کردن تا بتونیم این مؤسسه رو به وجود بیاریم. مرسی.
The next award is for an immigrant artist and is defined as an immigrant artist or group whose art has been recognized with a degree of excellence or with outputs considered to be of high quality. An artist or group who has positively impacted or contributed to the art of others and has positively promoted the immigrant experience. The 2021 immigrant artist is Gurpartap Singh from Bangra Crew, Ontario, nominated by Sangeeta Madan, Bradford Greenhouse and Amika Little Lake provided sponsorship for this award. Growing up in India, Gurpartap Singh trained with renowned Bangra coaches and drummers. Since arriving in Canada in 2016, he shared his passion for Bangra dance with Simcoe County residents. Gurpartap co-created Bangra Crew Ontario, an award-winning dance group well known for their performances. Bangra Crew Ontario performs for local ethno-cultural groups and charity events at no cost. In 2021, they danced at the Royal Victoria Hospital in Barrie in a special performance to thank the hospital healthcare workers for their tireless efforts during the pandemic. Gurpartap has also been passionate about healthcare. He is a graduate of Georgian College's pharmacy technician program. He understood that the pandemic might affect local residents' health and developed various Bangra programs safe for all ages to encourage the community to lead a healthier lifestyle by promoting physical activity. Gurpartap's knowledge and passion for Bangra has brought newcomers and Simcoe County residents together to dance and celebrate cultural diversity.
Hello, everyone. I'm thankful to Almighty God to bless me with such a talent and gift to share it with the community of Simcoe County. I'm thankful for all the support I have given and received by my parents, family, and other friends, and their continued support, of course. I'm thankful to be nominated by Sangeeta and Kirpali, from South Asian Association of Simcoe County. They've been an integral part of our crew from the very first day. They have supported us all the way through here. So thank you so much. And thank you, Ethnic Mosaic Alliance, Sarah, Shelley Lee, and everyone, and the rest of the team members. They've been a part of our crew as well. They've been our very first community students who took lesson from us. So thank you so much. And at the very last but not the least, thank you, Simcoe County, for organizing such events to bring light to different cultures and encouraging people to do good for the community. Thank you very much. At the last, I want to thank my whole team who are not here with me today. They are in different parts of Canada doing their thing. Karandeep, Ashpreet Singh, Manpreet Bedi, Balkaran, we have so many Manpreets. So to all the Manpreets, thank you so much for always supporting each other, for all the hard work we put into this group, all the overnight practices we did. And at the end, thank you so much. This award belongs to each and every one of you. Thank you.
The next award is the Immigrant Entrepreneur Award, sponsored by Pavlix.com. An immigrant entrepreneur is defined as an immigrant who has achieved success in the development or operation of a business or entrepreneurial venture in Simcoe County. This year's Immigrant Entrepreneur is Cecilia Doucette, nominated by 2018 recipient of this award, Rosa Diaz. Cecilia Doucette was born in Guatemala and arrived in Canada in 2011. In 2019, she moved to Simcoe County. Since settling in Barrie, Cecilia has channeled her talent and passion for photography into an entrepreneurial pursuit while holding her Guatemalan roots close. In collaboration with the Downtown Barrie Business Association, she founded the Women in Business Photography Initiative to showcase women entrepreneurs, aligning her efforts with national approaches and the Women's Economic Empowerment Strategy. During the pandemic, she helped build consumer confidence in the safety practices of Barrie's downtown businesses. Women in Business also highlighted local ownership, diversity of business owners, and the impact of supporting local business. Cecilia is a female role model in the Latin community, inspiring others by her success. As a female immigrant, she felt local participation and engagement were important in representing racialized communities. Cecilia strives to create change and break barriers to encourage inclusive and diverse communities. She's active in the Latin community, assisting with the development of a Latin America business directory, celebrating culture and inspiring others.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here today, and I'm very grateful to be the recipient of this award. I want to thank the selection committee, the County of Simcoe, and the local immigration partnership for this opportunity and for supporting and embracing diversity in our community. I also want to thank my family, my friends, my mentors, and clients who believe in me and supported me throughout my entrepreneurial journey. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. To my husband and daughter, you are my inspiration. I also want to dedicate this award to my two angels, my grandmother and Papa, as I'm sure they are celebrating with us in heaven. I'm looking forward to continuing to share the Latin culture, to keep empowering women in business, and to showcase our diverse community through my Guatemalan lens. Muchísimas gracias por esta nominación y este reconocimiento. Es un gran honor estar aquí hoy. Gracias.
Congratulations, Cecilia. At this time, I would like to introduce Sandra Lee, manager of the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership, to provide an update on their work in the community.
Welcome to the Ninth Annual Newcomer Recognition Awards. This is the second year that we are sharing this celebration via video. While I miss seeing everyone together, I recognize that this event has become more inclusive using an online format. Last year, in 2020, the video was viewed more than 600 times, increasing the reach over the in-person event by over 300%. Annually, I provide an update on the community-based planning activities of the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership. These efforts have been maintained throughout the pandemic, and we have become very familiar with doing this work online. The LIP has continued to engage community stakeholders to address the needs of the growing immigrant population in Simcoe County. The team sourced and disseminated multilingual materials to address the different phases of the pandemic, ensuring that immigrant families had access to new information and resources as they became available. The LIP launched a local immigrant health outcomes research study in March of 2021 and received 737 completed responses. The results of the survey will be shared publicly during a webinar on November 30th. The Simcoe County LIP is pleased to share that the collaboration of partnership members has resulted in bringing the settlement workers in schools, known as the SWIS program, to Simcoe County schools this fall. Changes in our community that support immigrant integration and retention would not be possible without the valuable and trusted partnerships developed through the LIP over many years. I look forward to continuing to work with community organizations in the coming year to develop new initiatives that improve outcomes for newcomer residents. Inspire is an important theme of the community settlement strategy and is defined as empowering immigrants to contribute to local leadership capacity. One aspect of pursuing this recommendation has been supporting the development of the Ethnic Mosaic Alliance, a not-for-profit organization incorporated in 2019. Since that time, EMA has focused on board development and fundraising for a multicultural center in Simcoe County. I would like to invite Shelley Sarin to the podium, the president of the Ethnic Mosaic Alliance, to share a few words.
Hello, my name is Shelley Sarin, and I'm the chair for Ethnic Mosaic Alliance. I'm not sure if some of you might have met me in the past, but I have been a resident of Barrie, Simcoe County since 2006. I moved here from Toronto to raise my family here, and I absolutely love living in Simcoe County. I'm a resident of Springwater, and I've been part of this non-for-profit organization for a few years. We were officially incorporated a few years ago, and just before COVID hit, we celebrated our first birthday bash. And after that, we've been regularly meeting as board members over Zoom, and we've been making some progress. So about our mission is to embrace multiculturalism. Our mission is to embrace and promote and celebrate culture here in Simcoe County, which we felt was lacking when I first moved here. And our vision is to have a multicultural center, which would be a welcoming space for anybody who would like to embrace multiculturalism by 2027. However, that date might not be written in stone now due to COVID, but we're still very focused on having this multicultural center here in Simcoe County, and we are working very diligently towards attaining our vision and keeping our values and our mission in mind. So if you would like to get some more details, please feel free to contact me. We are on social media. And we have two top priorities at the moment where we are constantly fundraising for our multicultural center. As a matter of fact, we had a first Bollywood drive-in fundraiser that happened in September. And it was actually the first time a Bollywood movie was ever played in a drive-in setting in Canada. So that was very exciting, and it was a sold-out event, and we were able to raise some funds through that. We had some very generous sponsors for that event. So that was that, and we're also currently working with consultants and doing a feasibility study. We're in the first phase of the feasibility study, and we're getting a lot of input from our community. We're starting interviews very soon. So we really look forward to connecting with anybody who's interested in reaching out to the Ethnic Mosaic Alliance. And I would like to congratulate the Newcomer Recognition Awards. These immigrants who move into Simcoe County, they do such a fantastic job. It is such a beautiful community, and you're just making it so much special by contributing towards this community. I just wanted to say congratulations to all the award winners for 2021, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you in the community in person. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. Returning to our award recipients, our next award is for marketing and outreach. This is defined as a business or organization demonstrating strategies and implementing initiatives that successfully market to immigrants. This year's award is sponsored by Clearview Township. The 2021 recipient of the Marketing and Outreach Award is the Barrie Indian Association. The Barrie Indian Association organizes 6 annual celebrations: Lori, Holi, Indian Independence Day, Jumashtami, Nuvatri, and Diwali. The events always welcome the participation of all members of the community, regardless of cultural or religious backgrounds. The Barrie Indian Association believes that sharing the richness and diversity of the Indian culture with the community is a positive step towards engaging people in discussions about cultural diversity and equity. The creation of the Indians in Barrie Facebook group allows community members to connect online to share thoughts, concerns, celebrations, and achievements. The Barrie Indian Association also works in partnership with the International Center at Georgian College to connect international students to resources in the community. Students who help organize events are provided appreciation certificates and letters of reference to help them secure employment in their chosen fields. The Barrie Indian Association also collaborates with the City of Barrie, Barrie Police, and Tourism Barrie to accelerate and enhance opportunities for newcomers. Accepting the award on behalf of the Barrie Indian Association is President Shakir Barmer.
Hello, my name is Shakir, and
I am Nalini. I am the Vice President of Barrie Indian Association.
And we are here to accept the award on behalf of the association for Marketing and Outreach Award by Local Immigration Partnership. This is such a pleasure And thank you, Councilor Dubeau, for handing us this award. We would like to thank the sponsor, Clearview Township, for this award. We would like to thank Local Immigration Partnership for hosting these awards time and again every year to create an awareness for the immigrants in the Simcoe County. It's been a pleasure to be a part of Barrie Indian Association for over 10 years and to bring culture in the city of Barrie and Simcoe County and create that community connection always.
We would also like to thank all the members of the Barrie Indian Association community. They have worked tirelessly to help bring all our events to fruition, and we're so grateful for them and all their help.
And also a huge thanks to Georgian College International Center, the City of Barrie for supporting this association over the years. It's a great privilege to be supported by these organizations and their support.
And a huge thank you to all the volunteers that come out and work endlessly every single year to support us, support the community, and help to make all this a possibility.
This is for you. Thank you.
Indeed.
Congratulations to the Barrie Indian Association. The next award recognizes multiculturalism in education for an individual educator. The category of multiculturalism in education is defined as a Simcoe County school or educator that consistently incorporates multiculturalism in one or more of the following: planning and/or policy development, curriculum, community relations, and/or school culture. The recipient of the 2021 Multiculturalism Through Education Educator Award is Amy Hsiao, nominated by Tyler Durbano. The town of Penetanguishene sponsored this year's award. Amy Hsiao is a multilingual learner facilitator with the Simcoe County District School Board. She assists educators to develop a better understanding of newcomer students' needs in a classroom. Amy partners with multiple departments within the Simcoe County District School Board to provide direction on how to ensure English language learners see themselves reflected in the curriculum. She is a vocal advocate addressing anti-Asian racism and discrimination. Amy's work focuses on culturally responsive pedagogy. Amy also introduces innovative translation tools into the classroom to better connect newcomer students to their peers, learning materials, and teachers. Amy connects directly with the school board's Newcomers Welcome Center to support new students and families in the area to successfully transition into schools. Amy was a primary content contributor in the development of a document supporting the first 20 days of literacy learning. This document sets the stage for effective literacy instruction while honoring student identity and developing a safe learning community. The document's core themes include using literacy lessons to encourage student exploration of their multifaceted identities, learn about the identities of others, welcome and honor all learners as unique individuals, and prevent strategies that support safe classroom spaces and trauma-informed approaches to teaching. Amy strives to make classrooms both online and in person more inclusive by developing relationships, literacy assessment tools, and resources for teachers that help newcomers and English language learners connect with their learning materials, fellow students, and instructors. This helps foster better learning environments and a stronger sense of community.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. As a child myself of immigrants, I was afforded the privilege of our education system. So I've experienced firsthand what it's like to see the opportunities and the limitations faced by some of our newcomer families. Now that I'm in a position where I can give back, I feel it is my responsibility to provide opportunities, inclusive opportunities for families to feel they have a safe and safe place and a safe workspace to work from, to develop and grow. Working alongside the Simcoe County District School Board's multilingual team, educational workers, and leaders within schools, we strive each day to celebrate student voice, multilingualism, culturally responsive and relevant practices. We work hard to ensure that students feel that their identities are reflected in the curriculum and in their physical surroundings so that they can feel engaged in and empowered by their learning experiences. I want to thank Simcoe County for this recognition, for our continued partnership and building vibrant communities that honor rich cultures and diverse histories, and of all those who call this area home and who we're celebrating here today. So thank you. To our newcomer students and families, thank you for entrusting us with supporting you along this journey. I just want to say thank you. I'm forever grateful. Thanks.
And congratulations to Amy. The next award is for service excellence. This award is defined as an individual who fosters growth, innovation, and excellent customer service within their organization that provides services for immigrants. And it's sponsored by the Simcoe Muskoka Workforce Development Board. The 2021 recipient of the Service Excellence Award is Isabel Oliveira. This award nomination includes a description of community events that may be difficult to hear. Please feel free to mute the volume on your device should you wish to avoid the commentary for this award. Bradford Immigrant and Community Services, or BICS, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting newcomer success, self-sufficiency, and community engagement. Isabel Oliveira, the executive administrator of BICS, has been working with the organization for almost 27 years, coordinating the language instruction for Newcomers to Canada program and settlement services for newcomers in Bradford, West Gwillimbury. On October 24, 2020, South Simcoe Police were notified by the family of a 15-year-old recent immigrant from Eritrea that their son was missing. The family arrived in Canada through refugee sponsorship supported by a local church in 2018. This challenging situation was complicated by language and cultural differences. South Simcoe Police reached out to Isabel for help breaking down barriers and building trust with the police services searching for their son. Isabel was integral in facilitating introductions and ongoing communications as the situation evolved. Sadly, several days later, the teenager was found deceased. Isabel continued to provide support to the family and the South Simcoe Police during the difficult, challenging, and emotional notification. Isabel remained with the family for hours that evening. Isabel's nominator commends Isabel and the team she leads at BICS for their courage, compassion, and empathy. In the following weeks, Isabel and the BICS team continue to check in with the family. The support offered by Isabel and the BICS team extended well beyond the limited funding available to their agency, and they extended themselves both personally and professionally. Although the outcome was very sad, the efforts made by Isabel and her team at BICS enabled the family to feel well supported by the community. The outstanding work of BICS prior to, during, and throughout this difficult time is an inspiration to others.
Hello, everyone. I'm very honored to be receiving such a prestigious award. Thank you, Andrew, for the nomination. It's a wonderful feeling for the recognition and to be validated for the work you do. I'm accepting this reward on behalf of everyone at Bradford Immigrant and Community Services. We have been serving the immigrant population of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, and surrounding areas since January of 1994 and hope to continue to do so for many more years to come. Thank you again.
Congratulations, Isabel, on the 2021 Award for Service Excellence. Our final two awards are for Community Champions, supported by this year's silver sponsors, the Barrie Public Library, Georgian College, and Innovative Automation. The Youth Community Champion Award is for a youth 25 years of age or younger who strengthens community awareness about and advocates for newcomer equity and the celebration of cultural diversity in Simcoe County. This year, our award winner is Ishaan Sachdeva, nominated by former Community Champion winner Shakir Barmer. Ishaan is also receiving the Immigrant Youth Category Award, which is described as an immigrant youth is an immigrant 25 years or younger who is dedicated to supporting immigrant immigration and cultural awareness in Simcoe County. The award is sponsored by Lakehead University, and Ishaan was nominated by Kenta Shirakura from Georgian College. These two separate nominations are a resounding testimony to the excellent work Ishaan is doing in the community. Ishaan arrived in Simcoe County from India 3 years ago as an international student. Since then, he has worked tirelessly to support his peers and the Simcoe County community. Ishaan co-founded the Enactus Student Club at Georgian College, designed to address social isolation. The club created the Say My Name campaign to encourage community members to learn correct name pronunciation. In addition, the club developed Georgian 101, an orientation guidebook for new Georgian students. Ishaan initiated a new welcoming program for international students experiencing isolation during the pandemic, including virtual birthday celebrations. Ishaan volunteered as a student peer mentor, as a Guard Me campus ambassador, and supported many students in his role as a housing assistant at Georgian College's Siegel Center for International Students. He participated in fundraising initiatives with the Fancoli Guatemala Project, Rotary Fun Run, and International Dragon Boat Scholarship Fund. In 2020, he helped raise $6,300 for a COVID-19 response to support India's medical infrastructure. Ishaan is an active leader and member in various roles both on campus and in the community. He supports the celebration of multiculturalism locally by helping at festivals, activities, and events. He plays an active role with the Barrie Indian Association and provides support to various cultural events, including Bollywood Bashes and Indian Independence Day, celebrating in collaboration with the city of Barrie. In total, Ishaan has served over 1,000 volunteer hours and supported over 7,000 students through his many leadership roles at Georgian College.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to our amazing sponsors, the Barrie Public Library, Georgian College, and Innovative Automation. I also want to thank the local immigration partnership for hosting these awards. It's a nice way to gather immigrants so that they can share their stories. I also want to thank my nominators, Kenta Shirakura and Shakir Bermare, because these two people have been throughout in these last 3 years with me and helped me, supported me, and given me opportunity to expand my horizons. And working with Georgian and serving the community has been a great experience, and I can't wait to do more amazing things as we go back to our normal lives after COVID. Thank you so very much.
Congratulations, Ishaan, on the 2021 Immigrant Youth and Youth Community Champion. Our final award is for Community Champion. This award is for an individual who strengthens community awareness about and advocates for newcomer equity and the celebration of cultural diversity in Simcoe County. This year's recipient is Wazeer Rhaman. Andrew Fletcher from South Simcoe Police Services nominated Wazeer. He came to Canada in 2012 to pursue accounting through the London School of Business and Finance. He transferred to Georgian College in the fall of 2013, and in 2017, Wazeer enrolled in the Police Foundations program at Georgian College to pursue his dream of becoming a police officer. He was nominated by faculty for several awards and has an unwavering commitment to community volunteering. After completing his studies at Georgian, Wazeer joined the South Simcoe Police Service as a police constable. Wazeer continues to be involved in volunteer work both on and off the job. He mentors students that are part of the international community at Georgian College and those interested in a career in policing. Wazeer is the former president of the Kerala Muslim Student Association, a program he created in 2015 to support Indian students arriving in Canada, and he currently sits on the advisory committee. The program helps students by supporting a smooth transition in the community and on campus. Wazeer, with a friend and college student, also started a mentoring program for students called Georgian on the Run. This initiative assists Police Foundation students with their physical training. Wazeer is a board member with the Bradford Diversity Action Group and is a member of the South Simcoe Police Services Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. As a police officer, Wazeer is able to engage the community, creating positive relationships, especially with new immigrants. Wazeer is an inspiration to the community, illustrating how a willingness to volunteer can make a big impact on the lives of others. Congratulations to Wazeer.
Thank you. I'm honored to be standing here receiving this award. I want to thank a lot of people, my friends, my family members, South Simcoe Police, community of Bradford and Innisfil. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, this concludes the award ceremony. Again, I would like to congratulate all of this year's award winners. Thank you for all of your hard work that continue to strengthen communities throughout Simcoe County. On behalf of the Simcoe County Local Immigration Partnership, a special thank you to those that submitted nominations this year. We would also like to extend a thank you to the organizations that financially supported the production of the video and celebration packages shared with our award winners. In particular, our silver sponsors, the Barrie Public Library, Georgian College, and Innovative Automation. Without the generous support of sponsors, this annual celebration would not be possible. Our bronze sponsors include Amica Little Lake, Bradford Greenhouses, Clearview Township, Lakehead University, Pavlix.com, Roadmap to Canada, the Simcoe Muskoka Workforce Development Board, the Town of Innisfil, and the Town of Penetanguishene. Friends of the 2021 Newcomer Recognition Awards include Anita Dubeau, the County of Simcoe Economic Development Office, and South Simcoe Police Services. We would also like to extend a special thank you to our keynote speaker, Dr. Krishana Sankar.